pizza that was left over the night before, out of the fridge at least once in their life.
Hold on, he changed his games. You know what? I'm changing his games.
Absolutely. Tries to sound like Gator. That's great.
Who said it?
There you go.
Everyone has eaten pizza that was left over at least once in their life, without a doubt.
I
sabotaged yourself there,
I did it to myself. Was I really trying to sound like him?
Yes, you were. And then you changed it.
Oh, man. What a dummy. All right. Let me regroup here. All right. Number 3. I absentee balloted and dropped it off at a drop box a few days ago.
That's all we get.
What?
Yes.
So we have to make some
accident.
thoughts about our coworkers.
Who would absentee ballot?
As he rode his bike with his helmet on. That's dumb.
You seem really confident.
Because look,
Everybody else's face is like we are lost. So
Does
why
not
are you
look
so
like
confident?
I know my old college room. That's Doug. Once again, I'm better than you. I did this. I don't know why you guys.
I wouldn't wait in line with the regular folks today.
I was right there. I drove past Jim Harbaugh's house, waved to him, and then dropped off my ballot. Well, this is you do today.
This is non-sports, so it could be somebody who doesn't necessarily work in the realm of sport. I think this could be Heather.
Gotta be an accident or something down there.
It could be.
No, you're wrong. I agree with Rico. Because I specifically remember no one else said anything on the station that day about voting, except for Doug as he was ending the show. Have a great day. Treat everyone
Yeah, this
right,
is gonna take
and
forever.
go vote. Which means I think it came up earlier in their show. It's Doug.
So it wouldn't have come up Monday. I wasn't in Monday, but that's all football.
Yeah, I think
Tuesday,
this is gonna
John
take
was
forever.
solo when Stoney hacked up a lung and left. It would have to be the midday show. I think it all checks out. I'll go Doug.
All right. Who said it?
I absentee balloted. I'll drop it off.
Hey. Wait a minute. Play it again. Do you hear the smugness?
Oh, that's totally why I picked it.
Oh, yeah.
Listen how soft spoken it is.
I absentee balloted. I'll drop it off at the drop off.
Hey.
You people are standing in line.
I absentee balloted a few days.
Never wait till the last minute.
I recycle like compost. I do all that.
Absentee balloted a few days.
We got time for one more?
Yeah. Let's do another one. Number 4. After the first few games, I thought maybe they had something. I'm looking at him now, and he's regressing. Each game is getting worse.
Okay, one more time. Don't stumble, please.
Maybe that'll help you. After the first few games, I thought maybe they had something. I'm looking at him now, and he's regressing. Each game, he looks like he is getting worse.
You know. David, you just said you know.
Oh, I know who they're talking about.
What are they talking about? Help us figure
They're
this
talking about Jared Goff. After the first 4 games.
So this is someone who's sticking up for Jared Goff.
I think so.
Who are the Goff stands on the station? Who are the people still backing this guy?
I think regressed is a Gator type word. I'm going to say Gator here.
See, Cookies, you took it somewhere where I don't think it's going. I don't think it's a Goff stand.
You think it's someone
I
else?
think it's someone that had to support Goff because there's no other quarterback choices out there.
Okay, so begrudgingly in the Goff game.
And I think we talked about it on this show. I think it's Rico.
Oh. Rico, do you think it's you?
Yeah, dude. I think I said it, but I didn't want to take the pool here. So
I'll go Rico. From the horse's mouth. Let's hear it. Who said it?
here we go. After the first few games, I thought maybe they had some. I'm looking at it now, and he's regressing. Each game, it looks like he's getting worse. Petey, do you actually listen to this show? No, he's passing along to the phone. Yeah, I'm passing it right along.
Yeah, sure. I'll tell him. I'll let him know. Goodbye.
say that.
You put me through to the fellas, I'll tell them myself.
I'll pass it along.
Yeah, I remember that because I thought maybe Goff was going to be the QB at the beginning. Because remember, they're scoring like 45 points a game. Life was great. And now, yeah, they can't even muster 2 touchdowns.
What if I said it like this? After the first few games, I thought maybe they had something. I'm going to start reading them out like that now.
With 3 for 4 this week, that's a good week.
I know.
Still, man, I missed
Jeez.
the first one. On the freaking show. I have no excuse to miss the first one.
No one pays attention
He
to
said it
Joe.
to me. I've seen, come on.
You were zoned out. It's sensible.
I had 2 for 4, so I redeemed myself with the last 2. Come on, that scream Doug. If nothing else, that's
I know. I just
Your
liked it.
confidence moved me there.
I just liked it because I knew that you would say what you said. That it was very. The tone of it was fine.
I mean, because Doug is very political without, telling you what to do. But it's one of those, look, I did this days ago. What the hell's wrong with you?
Dropped it off in the Dropbox a few days ago. All right, there you go. Good job, good boys.
And that's who said it.
Hey, you ready to start your career and get a career in either radio, TV, or graphic design? Specs at LTU could be the place for you. Specs School of Media Arts, well, they now have a new relationship with Lawrence Tech. They are located on the campus of Lawrence Tech, but you still get the same grade classes and same dedicated faculty, including yours truly. Yes, you could end up in one of my classes. The beauty of Specs is the hands-on experience that you get in the classroom. They prepare you for life after school. So, Specs at LTU could be the place for you to jumpstart your new career in radio, TV, or graphic design art. But you got to do something first. You got to get started. Go to www.ltu.edu. That's www.ltu.edu. Click on that admissions tab and start your future today.
This Odyssey.com Sports Minute is brought to you by Moran Chevrolet.
This is Mark Malusis with an Odyssey Sports Minute sponsored by Big Green Egg. Shop online for free home delivery at biggreenegg.com. Wilson Humboldt needs to earn his job back that he was handed when being drafted 2nd overall. He apologized to his teammates for his lack of accountability and his immaturity Sunday in Foxborough. Now the question is, can he play? He has not been good enough right now, and the question remains, will he ever be? I'm Mark Malusis.
Hey, Jim Rome here. If you want to experience the unmatched flavor of natural live fire grilling, then look no further than the Big Green Egg. Forget the pellets, the propane, and knockoffs. Roll with the best in authentic Big Green Egg grill backed by a free lifetime warranty. Yes, lifetime. It's that good. Grill, roast, smoke, or bake. It is easy to light. It's simple to use. Shop online for free home delivery at biggreenegg.com. That's delivered to your door by a dealer in your community. Go to biggreenegg.com.
When cold symptoms keep you up, try Vicks NyQuil Severe for max strength nighttime relief. Just 1 dose of Vicks NyQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Get some rest and feel better with Vicks NyQuil Severe. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, sore throat, stuffy nose, fever, best sleep with a cold. Medicine. Use this directive.
Get more kicks out of every World Cup soccer match with FanDuel. Soccer fans, now's the perfect time to give FanDuel a shot because new customers get $125 in free bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. It's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Then you can bet on everything from money line to goal scored to corners. Plus, FanDuel even lets you combine your bets for a chance at a bigger payday with a same-game parlay. Best of all, you get paid your winnings instantly. So don't miss out on your chance at $125 in free bets, win or lose, when you join FanDuel. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. First time, money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issues. Free bets that expire
savvy.
Also on the ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply.
Poor guy.
Talking a bunch of things today, including the Lions lost to Buffalo 28-25. Michigan, the big game tomorrow, noon in Columbus. Weather supposed to be great. Don't know what's happening with the status of the play team. Donovan Edwards, Jackson Smith, and Jake Buff from Ohio State. I'm just going to assume that I don't even think he plays. I think that he is just opted out of the season or come down with some rare tropical I want Kenny to elaborate on that. Plus, we are talking the game tomorrow. Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan fans, what do you need to see? Who's going to be that player who rises? How does Michigan beat the Buckeyes 2 years ago? Into all of that next. Right now, Kenny,
It's the pick of the day. Brought to you by the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit. I'm Kenny, and that is God.
mud on the tires for now.
I suspect he is learning on the job. This team is too good to have a coach to constantly keep making mistakes like that. 248-539-9797. Did Dan Campbell give away all the goodwill from the last 3 weeks yesterday with what you just saw happen against the Bills? It was 248-539-9797. Your calls and ticket text. We'll get to those. Kenny, what you got?
Well, I was just thinking, like, when I put that on the sheet, I looked at it and I was thinking about how I felt about Dan Campbell after the first, the second, and the third win of this win streak. And by the way, we're not asking Campbell to be like Bill Belichick over here. We just want him to play mistake-free football, to make zero very blatant, obvious game-ruining mistakes. Right? That's not that big of an ask.
See, Kenny, I'm going to say this. Because somebody was like, well, he's a new coach. Yeah, every new coach is at one point a new coach. A lot of times they coach someplace else. He's just a brand new head coach. It's okay to make mistakes. Now, here's my problem. You keep making the same mistakes. How is this any different from what you did last year at the end of the game? The Ravens this year at the end of the game. With the Vikings, you keep making end of games mistakes. That's the problem. The first time, okay, you learn from it. Maybe you even allow them a second time. This is like time 5 or 6 where you blew it. You cost your team the game. This was a game that you win this game, you put the NFL on notice that game. Detroit needs to be taken seriously. Now, the best you've given some Detroiters was a moral victory. The worst you've given Detroiters was just anger and frustration over the Thanksgiving Day dinner, because now you play the what if game. What if this happens? What if this happens? What if we would have done this? Didn't have to be that way. That's on Campbell.
And this wasn't just a mistake against like a team like the Bears.
Looks like the cows and the pigs are all already
Mistakes
sleeping.
being made against the Bills, and this is what you want to build yourself up to as a head coach and as a football team, is to be able to beat. They kept calling them the Super Bowl favorites going into that game. How are we allowed to trust that Dan Campbell won't do this type of thing again when this team is supposedly ready for it? We saw a roster that put the Bills on notice. You saw the Bills on the sidelines after that game was over. They looked beat. They looked defeated almost. This is the roster that you can build around and start maybe winning a few more games. I got to tell you, it felt like we took like 3 giant steps back with Dan Campbell. I feel like my confidence is right back where it was when we started off 1-6.
No, I can't blame you. The Bills looked exhausted, I think is the word you're looking for. The Bills didn't think that they were going to have to work that hard in a victory. This was the second time in the Lions, and we're going to go in there, we're going to roll them, and we'll probably be able to play some backups and just, get ready to go and hop on the plane, go have our Thanksgiving Day dinner. That's not what happened. They were in for a dogfight. They weren't expecting that. And the coach, yeah, he gave up all that goodwill, all the feeling of thinking maybe Dan Campbell's turned the corner. Only thing that game showed me was when the lights are the brightest, he's still going to build. He's still going to do the same things over and over again. And it's okay. Please don't take it as, well, how can you just want him to not make mistakes? Everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. We all do. But when you keep making the same mistakes, that's when all of a sudden the boss calls you in the office and says, yeah, I thought we talked about this. I thought we were going to stop doing this. This is problematic. This is the type of stuff that at the end of the year, I know everybody's like, you got to give it more time. Do you? Because I've seen a lot of teams get rid of coaches in a year or 2. And I look at the talent that you have, especially the young talent. If you can't lead these guys, you're going to start to lose them because they're going to lose faith in you. Right now, they're blindly following you because a lot of them are so new to the league, they don't know any better. But you keep doing this, and all of a sudden somebody's going to be like, yeah, why do we keep losing games? It's the coach. Yeah, that's the problem.
And he said it when the lights were the brightest. That is my number 1A concern, is because we want to build this coach to be somebody that can succeed in maybe a playoff game, maybe a game near the end of the season where you're in a divisional battle. These are the games that are super important. And this was a scheduled loss on the schedule. When everybody played the schedule game and looked at each game one last person marked that as a loss. And probably not even a close loss. Probably more at the tune of like a 2 or 3 possession loss. They kept it
8.5 point favorites yesterday. Buffalo was. And I thought for a second they were going to hit that number, especially because you gave up points at the end of the half. You gave up the field goal. And then I'm like, okay, we're going to come out and score a touchdown. But instead they threw the red zone pick. Because I'm like, if they go up by 10 points, then yeah, they're going to probably end up covering. You know, Anzalone makes the pick, and you're like, okay, wait a minute, the Lions are back in this thing. It was Buffalo making that second half mistake. That's normally a Jared Goff thing. Ended up being a Buffalo thing. Yeah, at the end of the half and the end of the game, it's almost cliche, but maybe that's the next evolution in coaching, is to come up with the 2-minute coordinator. The guy who already has it scripted of exactly what you need to do, coach. Just follow the plan and we'll win the game.
That seems like such a no-brainer, doesn't it? Just a guy whose experience, his whole job qualifications require him to be good late in the game in clutch moments.
I'm still waiting for the first team to actually do this, because Lord knows if you need to cut your teeth, if you need a trial run, there's a spot in East Lansing that can use you. Because Kenny, I feel like I'm having the same conversation I had earlier in the week on Monday or Tuesday, talking about MSU. Late game, into half, into game, poor coaching decision, found a way to lose it for your team that went out there, almost pulled off a game, but the coach screwed it up. Maybe this is it. Maybe we should just set up a new agency where we loan out coaches to teams. Where you can rent a coach for 2 minutes.
Rent a coach.
Yeah. Just rent the coach, man. We got it. You need somebody to help you out, because you just can't think. You get confused. Are you a coach that constantly shoots yourself in the foot? Well, give us a call.
Rent a coach.
We'll supply all the thinking for you. You just simply have to read the cliff notes and follow the plan.
You just sit back and relax, because Rent a Coach has got you covered.
Rent a Coach has you covered. 248-539-9797. And we're also talking about that Michigan-Ohio State game coming up tomorrow. I just want to know, if you're a Michigan fan, what do you need to see? How confident are you that you can pull this thing off? Because we don't know what's going on with your running back situation, how much Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards is going to play. That's about 80% of your offense. So be real. I don't know if JJ can pull this thing off all by himself. 248-539-9797. Your phone calls next. 97.1. You heard me talk about Cure Auto Insurance a lot. Why? Because, guys, this is a product I actually use, I believe in, and I like, because they saved me money. Yeah, they did. Saved me $750 for the year. Holiday season is coming up. You're looking for some extra money. How about you go to Cure.com and check them out? Now, I'm not offering you some cheap alternative for car insurance. No. Cure gives you the full coverage that you already have. The only difference is there's no agents, there's no middleman. You deal strictly with Cure. The agents, they're making money off of you. How about you keep the money in your pocket? You can take that money, buy some extra Christmas gifts, take a vacation, improve your house. You can do whatever you want with it. It's yours. But you got to start now. You need to go to Cure.com and start your new policy today. And oh, by the way, little known fact, you don't need to wait till your insurance policy is over to get Cure. You can start a new policy at any time. You head over to Cure.com, and by this time next Friday, you will be using Cure for your auto insurance, and you can be saving money the same way I
Since 1966, we've been honored to serve your automotive needs, be it in sales, service, or collision. So buy local and support the hardworking people of our community. That's Golling Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Bloomfield Hills, Chelsea, Roseville, and online at golling.com.
The Lions VIP tailgate is back by Bullseye Event Group. All you can eat and open bar for 3 hours before kickoff for all Lions home games. It's the Lions official tailgate. Go to bullseyeeventgroup.com for tickets today. Bullseyeeventgroup.com has it all covered.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber. When part of your offense isn't firing on all cylinders, it shows. And sometimes the only solution is to replace that part with something new. It's true on a championship team.